Okay.
Yes.
So this is the third movie with Batman Unlimited, and you're Killer Croc. So what can we expect from Killer Croc now that he's going to grow into this mega monster?
It's kind of like he's kind of like an American version of Godzilla, really, because he's tearing through the city, and it's pretty funny. Like I just getting to see him blow up is pretty awesome. It's a different take on Killer Croc than I've played him before, but it was a lot of fun. It's a romp. This one. It's a lot of there's a lot of action. A lot of great fight scenes, and it changes everything because the Mechs versus Mutants. It's just like it's on a much more bigger scale, and then they get to wreck stuff, and boys like wrecking things. So that's really the fun part about it. And of course it's the Batman world, so it's great.
There seems to be a pattern with the characters you've been playing recently, like the big hulking behemoths like Killer Croc and Tusk and.
So what are you trying to say?
I mean, they're kind of similar. Like, how do you approach each one to differentiate the three? I mean, they're not similar, but they're kind of in the same vein.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. It's all in the record. It's up to all of us. It's up to everybody in the room to make sure that each one is its own thing, and there's let there be specific things about the voice of the character that'll it's fine tuning, and you can make different changes. It's just that'll change up the voice completely. The way speech, the way the speech is spoken. It's like there's a lot of different ways that you can mix it up and make it so that you can differentiate between the voices. So yeah, there's room for that.
You have been in the industry for a long time, and you're iconic. Your voice is iconic.
Oh, thanks.
All the characters you play have been iconic. Do you have a lot of say when you go to a meeting and you say, I really want to get this kind of character to have his own show? Like, if you want, Adventure Time to have its own movie, or you want Bender to have his own movie.
That's not up to me. It's up to the people that are. If I were to say I would love to write and create something within the vein of this character and get permission for it, sure. But I'm not a scribe. I don't. That's not my forte. I'll read what somebody's written and bring it to life, but I'm not that guy. So that's more, I think, as an actor, that's more of a personal choice and a personal commitment, as well as having the right voice for the character, which is usually from a writer, from somebody that's just like, okay, we'll create this. I can help somebody write, but I can't spearhead that job. So yeah, it's mostly up to the content and who's creating it that decides who does what. So it's not like I wish I could go and be like, I want to do this thing about this thing. It's not that easy.
Everyone would root for you, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, that'd be nice. But yeah, it's like if that were to, well, I never really thought of it like that. Because I'm just like, I don't need that kind of drama in my life. No, but like, I executive produced my own film, and that was just like, all right, that's it. I don't need to do this again. So that's heavy. It's a lot of work.
That just answered one of my questions I want, because I love I Know That Voice.
Well, thank you.
Favorite documentary.
Thanks, man.
I was about to ask you anything else down the pipeline for something along
I Know That Voice too? No. No, as in TOO? No. Yeah, that's, we're not. we're not doing anything else. We had a lot of footage, we had a lot of stuff that we could have done and we didn't do, and that's okay because, you know, this is the way it is. That film is still in the red, so it's just like, all right, you know. I mean, a lot of people have seen it because of Netflix, which is great. But you know, it's tough. You know, you get buyouts, you get this, that, and the other thing, and it's just. I mean, it was a labor of love, and I loved doing it, and you know, and I wanted to showcase everybody, and I got to do that. You know, the job was accomplished, and a lot of people have seen the film, which is great too. But you know, I took a hit on that, and I'll never do that again. It's like getting high on your own supply, really, is what that was. You know, but you know, yeah, let somebody else make it. You know, there's a lot of people I wish were in it that I didn't get in it. You know, but we'll see.
So, with Batman Unlimited, it's a G-rated show. It's a great cartoon. The kids love it. It's great to cater to the kids for Batman because it's youth. But recently, there's been controversy for the R-rated version of that. What's your take on the R-rated version of cartoons?
I think parents should shut up. Honestly, I think they should shut up, and they should take their kids to the age-friendly movie that they should take their kids to. We're talking about an iconic character, Batman, across the board, from camp to cutthroat, like the whole thing. I'm sorry, cartoons are for everybody from 1 to 92. And there's adult stuff, and as long as you know that there's adult stuff, you know, don't take your kids to see that. This is for you. This isn't for your kids. Unless your kids are sophisticated and smart enough to understand what's going on. Then by all means, take your kid. But don't, no. That the whole idea of anybody saying that you can't do that, like that's ridiculous, and it actually pisses me off because who are you to decide what we do? Like you're the consumer. If you don't want it, don't buy it, and don't try to pigeonhole what we're doing. Let the Killing Joke lie. Needed to be made. The Joker is a psychopath. He's not messing around. Like I always say, like for Under the Red Hood, when I play Joker, that's the kind of Joker that's going to prison rape you. And nobody wants to hear that. You know, I mean, we're talking about, you know, this is a G-rated film, you know, but then they start talking about, you know, oh, the Joker in this, oh, the Joker in that. Well, yeah, they're completely different. Like, and that's the way it is. So when people start going, oh, you know, this R-rated film, shut up and leave it alone. It's not for you then. Don't talk about it. Get out of here. You're not allowed anymore. You're written off because you don't get it. You know, anybody that's dumb enough to be like, well, this isn't for kids and bringing their kids to it, like you're an asshole. You're an asshole. That's it. Oh, whatever. I'm okay. I'm fine. No, I'm fine. I'm totally fine. It's fine.
Speaking of Under the Red Hood, I absolutely love your take on the Joker. How did you get to that voice?
We're having the last question. Yes, it is the last question. How did I get there? With the ex. Thank you, Tommy Muhammad. Hey, how about that? Being in the studio with Andrea Romano really helped. Who's one of the best voice directors around, and then and really playing that character and being that twisted and that demented. In the opening scene is a crowbar, you know, to the skull of Robin. I mean, ridiculous. So I don't know. I just got in it. We lowered the lights a little bit in the studio too. That was a little bit of lowered lights. Always helps. And everybody in the room was like, okay, all right. DiMaggio's hitting the ball out of the park right now. This is very good. So thanks for the compliment. I appreciate it. And also for the record, Mark Hamill loves my performance in Under the Red Hood. John, I love your performance in Under the Red Hood. It's so good.
It is.
Thanks.